Being ignored has benefits. Look at me, for example. My parents ignore me, so I can watch 50 cartoons in a year, and the masses ignore me, so I can do whatever the fuck I want with the channel. I am so lonely. Was Disney hard focusing on adding 50 more universes onto Marvel, or stripping anything interesting from their films? Their shows tend to get a lot more freedom. This allows them to do basically anything, even stretching its tentacles across and doing a bunch of different commercials. Some are musicals, some are crossovers, but all are weird things dumped online and between episodes. They've got several different series they use for these shorts. So for what I guess is the finale to my cartoon commercial trilogy, let's dive into Disney's new commercial lines to see how epic and cool they are. Random Ring is a series about characters calling different people. Occasionally there's crossovers, but usually random people. They set it up as characters calling real people, but unfortunately, I have to pick up voice actors. So I know that's not a karate teacher, that's Sonic the Hedgehog. The cricket beats up his grandma. We'll have to eventually, gotta stop the old people Armageddon. This is equivalent of eating chicken nuggets and fried chickens. Cricket is worried the rats will control his brain. Aw, silly Cricket, that only happens in movies! You have nothing to worry about. Okay, Mr. Squeaky, I think he bought it.
Great job, my loyal henchman. The revolution is now.
The animation is flashed using puppet tools. Everything here is. But like they call brand new characters that fit the art style of the world. I also like the times where they actually play along with the calls. Like this woman at a comic shop from Area 51 pretending it's the actual place. The Haunted Mansion episode was my favorite. It's nice to see some crossover. Also, why is the pizza place in DuckTales named Duck Pizza? It's like if we had a restaurant named Human Pizza. Theme song takeover is what it sounds like. Characters other than the main singing the theme song instead. Every show since Mount Murphy has had at least one. Except for Owl House, as creator Dan Terrence said she doesn't like musicals. Does not explain why she allowed the parody of Our House though. This is real. This is the scariest angle a fan has ever been in. This is just a full minute of Doof being tortured. Don't think it, don't say it, 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 don't think it, don't. Launchpad's takeover is a dark, twisted joke. Confirming Launchpad is stuck in a Groundhog's Day time loop. And the only cruel, merciless god in this world is Launchpad himself. And Logo has reversed multiple lore. A grandma from Big City Reigns confirms she has a Doofenshmirtz-esque backstory of being forced to ride a beaver to school and being squashed by a boulder and work in a mine. Also, she brushed her mouth with a porcupine. Loser! I brushed mine with my own dog! He loves it! Actually, the show is like 6 of these. Always seems to imply Cricket and Tilly are trapped in some sort of purgatory where all their friends take over the theme song and they just want out. Okay, what if Ghostface just revealed everything was plot by Bill though? The Skies one has this really well animated kick, like despite this being cheaper in the show overall, like dang, why is this so good? Also, what does Disney have in its garden? Sure, interesting, because he confirms he can draw just as well as I can. As in he can. Also, goats appear, and I tipped up for a second. But guys, we found one. A real one. A piece of media that does make an unfunny screaming goat joke. And TVA has 3. And first unique with an 8-bit cover. Also, god, I miss when we actually got games for cartoons. This looks so fun.
Oh no, I can't spray!
I like a Sasha one because they just kind of forgot to animate the toads.
I've mastered the ability of standing so incredibly still that I've become invisible to the eye.
And, not to pick a fight, but I think I'm the show's main character.
Sprig, buddy, most of the fanbase tends to ignore your resistance, bro. The final of the trilogy is not some silly song. This is a piece of music written by the great artists of our time and beyond. Popular theory is that Mozart had a hand in this piece. The great lyricists all came together, put all their mastery all together, all into one single line.
Woke up in utopia, where I fell down a flight of stairs.
I was born the right generation. Eminem could never.
Hope nothing bad ever happens to me.
You think this is a freaking game? Going to Ghost of Molly McGee, Andrea just confirms she's capable of just warping reality, apparently. Death Battle, please. Libby's is just about how she's a loser. Why does every character relate to a socially awkward, nerdy girl wearing green? Wow, Yertle the Turtle is much more different than I remember.
Not have our theme song, which enhappifies the world, used for evil.
Molly, literally 2 songs ago, you gave your song to a streamer. Girl, you couldn't get more evil. Also, this confirms Daryl does NFTs. Actually, we got more evil. Frick, I didn't expect that. The Hatch for Grail one is cool, because it shows how Kevin would be a much more interesting main character, trying to deal with his life, knowing he isn't special compared to his sister. And the Bait and Scout ones are cool because they show they'd both be better main characters because they actually stick to what they're singing about instead of just ignoring the whole plot. Las Llanigas has her kidnap Penny, brag about how cool she is, force her friends to worship her, and commit charity fraud. She is somehow not the worst member of Penny's friend group. This is just a Friday Night Funkin' song. The Kif ones are interesting. One is Kif overtaking a bunch of other songs. A lot of these were done before they did these takeovers. Heck, they somehow even did Owl House here. The other one has a Family Guy death pose. This is where the segment ends. Broken Karaoke is a series consisting of short song parodies. Usually ones from Disney Channel movies like Zombies from Descendants. If you don't think Big City Greens is a Disney flagship show at this point, you're just ignorant. Most of these song parodies are just based around that show. One of the songs is just a COVID quarantine anthem. I just feel like you should know. You guys do know this man is currently freezing to death, right? I do appreciate they tend to acknowledge Finnish shows more frequently here. Like this one with Mabel. Actually, I like that 70% of every song doesn't even have lyrics shown. Like, what's the point? He's a famous actor who was once crowned King of Hollywood. His most iconic films include Gone with the Wind and Beauty and the Bounty. You guys had to Google this. Frick you for making me learn, Disney.
This song goes out to literally any boy! I am diggity desperate!
She just like me. She just like me for real! Wait, so like, are all werewolves wearing like fur armor that covers a human? I never thought how warrior transformations work. Cricket, you gotta tell me more. Jason Voorhees, you can in Big City Greens. This can happen. The monster waving gives me Smiling Friends vibes.
You will part of this monster town or I'll carve you like a jack-o'-lantern.
You know, there's billions of scary versions of Christmas. Why aren't there any versions of Halloween that take the holiday and make it about family? So I'd make a good Halloween movie for once. You know, besides for this. Wait, you get a dreidel out of bone? 1, impressive. 2, how?
I think you just scarred me for life. But thanks for being inclusive.
The song about lockdown being over is like genuinely super wholesome. I forgot how great it was. Now I can actually go to GameStop to get another game to hide in my house for even longer. Also, Gloria's voice actress is actually a really great singer. They should do a musical episode. The Psychics one is fun. Kinda wish I had more of them sing, but I like seeing the lesser used shows like Gargoyles represented. So what you're saying is, if it weren't for these two, an entire race of native creatures would be fine?
I guess this is the night bitches die.
Do I know you from somewhere?
They have an entire song about bread. I don't get why, since Scratch only likes junk food, but I assume Disney wouldn't want them to talk about how great junk food is. They'll kind of backfire since bread makes you fat.
Bread makes you fat?
The one about anxiety is first, big mood. Second, massive banger. I don't think a random pairing like Marcy, Candace, Gloria, and Libby would work, but the actresses all being genuinely amazing singers really help us bang hard. I also appreciate that Sasha got a brief line, since she and Gloria share voice actors. Also, why do the boy look so evil here? Also gave them all new costumes, and they are cute, and I appreciate it. This one has support for the Doof Perry ship! That's awesome! Perry's 10, lock him up, boys! How freaking strong is that flag, man? All the weirdos here. Rich outlaws. Elderly woman still trying to be active. Rich people. I like that Tilly, the extra-dimensional magical girl, is equally as weird as a gamer. Wander. I missed you, my son. The villain one should not go as hard as it does. I love that I really dig deep in these guys. The villains from Day of the Barbarian, Brandy Mr. Whiskers, Pen Zero. Some of these guys aren't even Disney Plus. That's so cool. Speaking of cool, Lord Hater, my Kinney, gets to sing. Dominator appears. Heck, even a more minor Wander villain talks. It's because he's voiced by Keith Ferguson, who's also hated in Gongold, but like, it's appreciated.
Andreas gets an honorable mention in spite of his redemption.
Didn't you also redeem yourself? Like, 4 times? Andrea's singing is great. The Vivian team has stated they regret not giving him a song, because Keith stayed with amazing singing voice. Clearly rectified it here. Draken? Buddy? You got a haircut?
Wait, what are we doing? We're villains. Was I just hugging?
Chibi Tiny Tales is a series that's a decade out of date. Like, do people actually care about the Chibi art style anymore? Anyways, to watch every other thing in this video, it was about 40 minutes each. These are nearly all 4 hours together. They really have new voice lines, relying on ones already recorded. At least for the first, 10 episodes. After that, I just use stock sound effects. The first one is about speedrunning the show. So Hop Hop just actually kills him. Candace survives the full power of the sun. Actually, I like that Candace is the only character they actually go insane with. Unlike the others, which I feel like their attempts at slapstick just don't have enough oomph. I do like that they reach into the movies, though. Like Moana and some of the Disney Channel originals. Also, the face she makes here is great. The Big City Arena ones are the best example of why these would be so much better with dialogue. These all lack punch without Cricket being Cricket. I do like that there's just canonically bunny versions of them, though. The best ones are when they do collabs, of course. But this one, where the Zombies crew try to get a new cheerleader. The one with Long Gold and Magical is fun. I like seeing 2 characters who interact trying to kill each other. He's in character. The Ghost and Molly McGee ones are interesting because these designs actually appear on the title card for every episode. Me encountering a furry at my local mall. The first Owl House one has King and Lilith working together, making it better than the actual show. They do a baking competition and the food it comes alive like that one particular short. But Luz likes the corpse of the food Lilith and King make, so they win. My goats. I think Pascal has my favorite design of always. I just love this dude. The Descendants villains have this weird discrepancy of villainy. For some, she'll flat murder. For others, she'll interrupt their gaming session. Like, bro, just kill him at that point. We never stop a Minecraft guy. I think the one with Scratch trying to scare out different characters. King just kind of ignores him since he saw worse. It actually did get me to laugh. Save me, Chibi Tamatoa. Chibi Tamatoa, save me. The only short the internet talks about is really cute. About everything trying to prevent Luz and Amity from kissing. From Ida, to King, to Chaos Sonic Adventure. I think Perry being alone in the Ferris wheel is the closest we'll get to answering confirmation he's ace. So these are notable for being the first to involve Mickey Mouse in any way. If that universe was to be included beforehand, it was via DuckTales. But this is the actual OG characters. I like that of the 3 Lilo and Stitch ones, 2 are based on minor characters, being Ice Cream Man and Pudge. Pudge one in particular is notable, because while he was just a throwaway joke in the original of Lilo thinking he can control the weather, in this show, he actually can just do that. The Pride one is the shortest at only 30 seconds. Great job, guys. But it's also very popular talked about, mostly because it seemingly confirms a handful of characters LGBTQ+. Honestly, I think Phineas and Ferb were added right next to each other to dissuade anyone from using this as evidence for ships. Wouldn't be the first time they did this. They did a Galentine's Day image and randomly threw Ida with Luz and Amity. I assumed it's just to fully kill the possibility of using this as a shipping fuel. Or maybe these are gay for others. I don't know. I gotta support them. The 40th anniversary of Disney was actually really cute. It's all the characters make a cake, with ingredients being sugar, spice, everything nice. All colored green, blue, and pink. Disney, you don't own that show yet. I love seeing Lester discuss characters and shows here. Some of the older live action shows, Fish Hooks, American Dragon, Wander, My Goat, Lilith of all characters getting notable highlight. Feel I secretly directed this, Bonkers, Gargoyles. It's really cool. Anyway, here's one where Mickey gets cucked by a shark. Her side profile is very cursed sight. The scene is funny, so I will play it. Actually, frick, in general, these later ones are actually genuinely pretty good. Shout out to Beast just flat out unambiguously killing Gaston on this one. Granted, they're just kind of rip off of their old As Told by Emoji videos, but hey, who cares? These are cute. You know, everyone says we need an Owl House and Favorite crossover, but we already got one. It's just, you know, round. They paired Marcy and Kim together. Thank you. I take back a thank you. So I should technically end it there, but it's actually a spin-off to this series, Chibiverse. This takes all the characters and puts them in a somewhat House of Mouse style clip show with segments in between of the cast interacting. The intro of the show is very obviously inspired by Animaniacs. This shot, the whole tune, the theme of the characters that represent the company just goofing off and putting on a show. It's like the exact same. The only change is front-facing Phineas. The first episode is Scratch and Cricket deciding how to end the show. Not a good sign the first episode is about ending the show. Already starting good with funny reactions and more obscure characters though. Like holy frick, Water Hater frame 1 on God? Look at how King sits in episode 2. Baby. Actually, wait, I didn't notice this before. Is that freaking Ness Earthbound? This is literally only the second episode. And this is the second time they used the Molly and Scratch decorating the house episode. And the second time they played this Owl House crew baking short. What's even the point? Honestly, what I do like about this show is that everyone knows each other and is super casual with all. But I feel like it's a real lived-in world. Phineas saying Owl House just feels cursed to me. I don't know why.
Let's watch some Owl House.
So if this is the modern House of Mouse, they of course need their own house of villains. This has a group of villains trying to run the show. And they're led by Andreas? Weird pick to have a more sympathetic villain reveal himself as a leader. Also, why Lily got stung by 2 bees? This is a fun idea, but it's lame only 3 of the villains talk. And one of them is the Descendants fricker. It would have been cool to see Bill or Bellows interact with these guys. And like, how do you have Glomgold but not Hater? With that, it gave us this silly, and I love it. Also, Domino has nothing going on in there.
I may be an evil villain, but even I found myself rooting for Troy and Gabriella.
Chibi Marcy is just my daughter. I will protect her with my life. Every subscriber of this channel, I want you to know if you're all in a cage floating above lava, on the other side there was Chibi Marcy, I would personally lower you all into the flames to save Chibi Marcy. I would not have any regrets. Everything he does leads to more problems. She really is me for real. I also like Grimes' dumb cat smile.
Whoa, I like the sound of that hamster's voice.
The only episode people care about is about couples. Also, seemingly ignores Della and Penumbra as canon, I think. It's a quiz show between Star and Marco versus Luz and Amity. The ship that killed the fanbase versus the ship that killed the show. Also, Haley and Scott, they aren't as funny. One of the shorts they play is a Lumity short. Which, a little biased there, Tilly. The most recent is a Roast Doofenshmirtz, which includes Marcy doing this. This is the most autistic thing I've ever seen. And I own a mirror. Also, Lilith and Marcy are both in this episode, and they never interact. I hate it here. Andrew's clapping for Marcy is adorable. Oh, and Perry talks in this one. I don't like these anymore. Actually, never mind. Marcy did the family death pose. This is back to base again. And now this is the final series. How Not to Draw. These are shorts where an omnipotent god scribbles your favorite characters into life and molds them to their will. The problem is, the creationists decide to take back their free will and attack their creators. Also, Terminator Shark. These are really cute. Like, I had to rewatch them a few times because the first watch I was just so sucked in I forgot to take notes. Maybe the arm loses its color at one point. This freaking sucks. Okay, you know how Bugs Bunny is unironically one of the strongest heroes of all time since he overpowers his creator, Took the Pen? Yeah, Sugar Mama does that too. Heck, she overpowered 2 pencils. Sugar Mama unironically solos Goku. I don't know how to feel about that. The Doof one is also cute. He just starts freaking up the entire desk for the artist draws here to stop him. This is just so charming, man.
What if I choose a game?
Hey, now we're talking. What do you got?
How about freeze tag?
He clearly touches Kif here, but she doesn't freeze. We should sever her limbs and eat them. The random scribbles are better than my full art. I hate it here. Honestly, it would be fun to see this Abomination in an actual episode. Bro was done dirty. He was only made to be killed. Shout out to my boy, not Mark Chang. I was not ready for any Mickey Mouse, bro. It took me so off guard.
Hi? No!
The Flick one was interesting. Well, mostly because, like, of all the movie characters to give one to, why Flick? He's not even voiced by Dave Foley this time. Robot Chicken can give dude, but not Disney? Weird. The animation for the Scratch one is, like, ridiculously well done, especially when he takes over the desk. Like, this looks better than some of their actual shows. Okay, I made the Cruel God thing as a joke, but, like, the Polly one straight up has a drawing, is terrified of the artist, cowering in fear, until Polly starts an uprising. And when one of the other drawings stand up, she immediately attempts to kill it, even though it's just a baby! Step down, Daryl. We have a new most evil Disney villain. I just realized that without all of his details, R2-D2 looks a little interesting.
Dick.
Then Jawas kidnaps C-3PO, but the artist tries to reason with them. R2-D2 just kills them. Also, is this the first time we've seen a Jawa without his cloak? The final one is Donald dealing with 4 other Donalds trying to steal his anniversary cake. Before the 5 all decide to team up and have a cake together. I don't have any jokes here. This is just genuinely really fun short and I wanted to shout it out. So there's some ups and some downs to these commercials. With that said, there's one thing that's really special about these. One thing that makes them really stand out and we want to do this video. These are just simply fun. I want you to think, how often does a company make something that's just plain fun anymore? I hate to sound like an old man, but back in my day, that was everywhere. Look at my 2 commercials videos. One of my most of those were from the 90s and 2000s, because after that time, companies just kind of gave up, I guess. CN City, ton of other commercial crossovers, wacky and over-the-top Nintendo Directs, Casino commercials with weird lore and storylines, elegant designs for fast food restaurants. Plain, simple fun for what's supposed to be things for kids. Nowadays, bland, boring nothingness. Fun commercials are only for anniversaries. Directs are a lot more sterile and bland. Food commercials are just showing you the food. Maybe the mascot will appear if you're lucky. Fast food restaurants are just gray blocks. Chuck E. Cheese was taken out back and shot 37 times in the chest. Sex websites for kids are disappearing fast. And streaming, while convenient, doesn't have the same fun factor as TV. It's instant. It doesn't give you the rush of running to the bathroom or to go get snacks during ads or watching the commercials in hopes that one Fruit Loop commercial appears. These are things aimed at kids. Where's the fun? The excitement? That's why I love all of these shorts. Is Disney taking all their characters and just simply having fun with them. They're doing things they never do in canon, having crossovers, becoming more comedic for the more serialized shows. It's just plain fun. It's what we need more in children's entertainment. Just simply something fun and silly. We love crossovers. It's a dying trend outside of platform fighters, and just throw everything we own into your face with no charm. I ain't gonna hold these up as high art. They're just simple, charming little shorts, and that's amazing. So there you go. That's my takes on these commercials. They're simple, they're kind of stupid, but they're funny and they're charming, and that's really all we need. This will probably be the last of the commercial trilogy that I kind of did. I could visit, I don't know, maybe. So thanks for watching, and wait, if this is part of the commercial trilogy, should I like follow up on that plot point I had in the second one? We are not doing this again. But don't you want to know how I survived? I genuinely do not care. but I had to consume Goobot for sustenance. And then Bro, I do not care! What are you gonna do, big boy? Stop me in an epic battle? I'm really gonna remove this part from the strip, man. I just do not freaking care. Wait, no, I have 3 kids! Well, that's the end of that. I feel kind of bad that he has, like, kids, though. That's a little sad. I'm gonna delete them, too.
No, I will not be defeated by a few mere pets.